Welcome back to MMAOddsBreaker. I'm Frank Trigg. Today, we're talking to Kelvin Tiller, getting ready to fight Elvis Mutapcic, coming up here in World Series of Fighting 12, August 9th here in the Hard Rock Hotel Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Kelvin, how are you, my friend?
I'm pretty good. About yourself, man?
I can't complain. It's another good day. It's about 110 outside here in Las Vegas right now. How hot is it in Topeka?
I think we hitting 100 also. I
Okay.
think. Not sure.
Yeah, it's
The last couple of days have been 102 degrees.
it's a different kind of heat out in Topeka. It's a little bit different than even Vegas gets. It's all dry, but it's a little bit different out there in Kansas. So,
Okay.
let's talk about Elvis. You're 6-0, 4 submissions, 1 KO, 1 decision. Elvis is 13-3. If you look at the record, it's a huge step up in competition. He's had a lot tougher competition. He's fought in a couple bigger organizations than you have. He's kind of been around the game a little bit. You guys both kind of ride out in Bellator. You know, you had Bellator fighting. Both of you kind of mixed a little bit at the same time. But you don't know how to lose yet. Is when I interviewed Elvis, he's like, guys that come in undefeated, they have to be taught how to lose. They don't understand how to lose yet. And of course, he's a fighter. He's willing to teach you how to lose. I mean, we all know that game is coming. That's the talking. It's not him being disrespectful. It's him being a fighter, and this is how Elvis is. Like, he's like, look, I have to teach him how to lose if I want to win this fight. How do you see this fight breaking down? How do you see it happening?
I honestly couldn't tell you, man. I've seen some of his film today. I just looked at him today, and in fact, he's a straightforward fighter. I'm more on my toes, stick and move. I can't say. I'm not one of the guys that I'm gonna knock him out or I'm gonna submit him. But I will win though. So we shall see.
Now, when I watched you fight Jeremiah Riggs, you are incredibly athletic, and your game is kind of, to me, it's kind of unrefined. You're kind of all over the place at once, but it's so confusing to your opponents because your athletic skill. You're hitting him over here, you're kicking him over there, you're grabbing him here, you're throwing him down there, you're picking him back up again. Like, they don't really know what's happening. It's almost like you're throwing everything at them at one time, and your opponents just can't catch it. But if you look at it from a technical standpoint, it's really unrefined because you really are kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Do you practice that specifically to be kind of that throw everything at him, throw everything at him but the kitchen sink kind of fighter? Is that the style that you want to be? Or is it because you've been so athletic for so long that you've kind of haven't had to rein anything in yet?
I do practice it. That is kind of my style. A lot of it comes naturally.
Okay.
My kickboxing coach, we work a lot of different stuff, and in this fight, you will see a lot of different kicks, a lot of different angles. We're just gonna mix it up real well. And in Jeremiah Riggs fight, I think I was 4-0, 5-0, something like that.
Yeah, you were 3-0 when you fought Jeremiah, and then with that victory, you became 4-0. Yeah.
I'm still new to the game. I haven't been pro for a whole 3 years yet. I think September to be 3 years. So I do have a lot to learn. I don't plan on losing no time soon. So we shall see how the fight goes.
Well, in 2011, you fought twice as a professional. And now, hold on, let me go back to your amateur fights too. You had 2 amateur fights before this, and you lost both of your amateur fights. And then you've been on a 6-fight win streak. You're on a tear out of 8 fights, including amateur and pro. So when people say you don't know how to lose, you've lost twice before. In the amateur ranks, you lost twice. Just as a pro, when money's on the line, you're not losing. When it's time to get paid, you're making sure that you get paid at the end of the night. And then you look at it, you fought twice in 2011. You fought twice in 2012. Or excuse me, 3 times in 2012. Then only once in 2013. And we are now in the second half of 2014 before you fight. And maybe the record's wrong, but it says that you fought June of 2013. Your next fight will be 14 months from in between fights. Why the long layoff? Why is there such a big break in between your fights?
I took a boxing match with a heavyweight July 27th, so almost a year ago, and I got my jaw broken. I was winning a fight actually, and I got hit with a good straight and got my jaw broken. And July 27th, I got my jaw broken. July 29th, I was back in the gym hitting mix. So I have never taken any time from my previous fights, Bellator or Shark fights, whatever. You're gonna look at a whole different Kelvin August 9th. I promise you that. So my broken jaw is the reason I was out for a whole year.
So what did you do for money then? Because obviously now you're in the pro ranks, you're starting to get paid a little bit of money. What'd you do in between? Because you haven't fought in a year. So what'd you do for income?
I was working at I'm actually working at a place called Johnson's Moving and Storage out of Kansas. Just getting by, just waiting for a fight. Like I said, I've been out for a year. I've actually been cleared for 7 months to fight. I just timing. This is the perfect timing on and everything. But you know, I've been working, but still training 6 days a week. I never quit training. So for a whole year straight, I've just been absolutely training. Probably 5 days, 6 days a week. Just studying the game, studying other fighters, studying UFC fighters. You know, just learning the roots of jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, wrestling, the whole 9 yards. So I'm just a totally different fighter from back then.
Well, Kelvin, thanks for coming on here and spending a couple minutes with us here on MMAOddsBreaker. I appreciate it. Good luck against Elvis. It's going to be a great fight, and I should be there live for this one. It's in my hometown, but I should be back in time to watch this fight too, so I can't wait.
All right. Thanks for having me.
You got it.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.